Hi.
Good morning, all. So, my name is Danishwaran Segaran. So, I'll be representing Group A to present about energy policy. So, this is my group members Adit Sauki, Asfa Shamin, Muhammad Shahi, and also Nina Amira. Okay, so this morning I'll be taking the privilege to explain about renewable energy. So, renewable energy consists of solar, hydro, wind, biomass, geothermal, and also tides. So renewable energy is the energy that is collected from renewable sources, which are nationally replenished on a human timescale, including carbon neutral sources like sunlight, wind, rain, tides, waves, and geothermal heat. So, from Wikipedia source, renewable energy is a source that is not depleted when used, such as wind or solar power. So, what is energy policy? It is the action government take to affect the demand for energy as well for to supply for it. So one of the action taken was the National Energy Efficiency Action Plan, which is to promote energy efficiency and also to ensure productive use of energy. These actions include the way in which government cope with energy supply disruption and their effort to influence energy consumption and also the economic growth. So the objective of energy policy, the first objective is to increase the renewable energy contribution in the national power generation mix. So national power generation mix is the combination of various fuels to generate electricity. Second objective is to facilitate the growth of renewable energy industry. The third objective is to ensure reasonable renewable energy generation costs. So these costs actually can be saved by whereby the policy setting has the rights in the grid system and also they can subsidize them. The fourth objective is to conserve the environment for the future generation. For example, the reduction of CO2 emission and greenhouse gases by using an energy efficient building, which can enhance the quality of air and also the nature. The fifth objective is to enhance awareness on the role and importance of renewable energy. So this is the chronologies of energy policy. Start with the Petroleum Development Act 1974, followed by National Petroleum Policy 1975, followed by National Energy Policy 1979, followed by National Deflation Policy 1980, followed by For-Fuel Diversification Policy 1981, followed by Electricity Supply Act 1990, followed by Gas Supply Act 1993, followed by Fifth Fuel Policy 2001, followed by National Green Technology Policy 2009, and followed by the 11th Malaysia Plan 2016 to 2020. So the first act is Petroleum Development Act 1974. So the petroleum here means that any mineral or relative hydrocarbon and natural gas existing in its natural condition. So actually this act vests the ownership and exclusive right in the national oil company Petronas, whether onshore or offshore, to explore the petroleum. So Petronas is also given the power to manage and monitor downstream operation and innovation related to petroleum and its products. National Petroleum Policy 1979 is to regulate the oil and gas industry in order to meet the economic development needs. So the goal of the policy is to make available as a top priority and also sufficient supply of oil at affordable prices for the economic growth of the country. National Energy Policy 1979. They have three types of objective. First is the supply objective to ensure adequate, secure, and cost-effective energy supply. The utilization objective is to promote efficient utilization of energy and eliminate wasteful and non-productive usage. For the environmental objective, it actually minimizes the negative impacts to the environment. National Debt Reduction Policy 1980 is to introduce to safeguard the development of reserves natural oil due to the rapid rise in the crude oil demand. For Fuel Diversification Policy 1981 is intended as a complement to avoid over-dependence on oil as the main energy resource, and its goal is to ensure energy supply stability and protection by concentrating on four key energy sources: oil, gas, hydropower, and coal. Electricity Supply Act 1990. This act is for the regulation of the electricity supply industry, for the supply of electricity at fair rates, for the licensing of any electrical installation, for the supervision of any electrical installation, plant, and equipment. In relation to it, matters relating to the protection of person and the effective use of electricity and related purposes. Gas Supply Act 1993. This act is actually provide the licensing of the supply gas to the customers by pipelines and related matters. The supply of gas at fair rates, the monitoring of the supply of gas pipeline, facilities and equipment regards to matter relating to the protection of person and related purposes. Fifth Fuel Policy 2001. So, under the 8th Malaysia Plan, the fifth fuel policy established renewable energy sources as the fifth fuel to be included as a major resource of renewable energy in the national energy mix, and more precisely biomass residue from palm oil mills. The strategy advocated for the enhancement of the use of renewable energy resources as a means of achieving the optimal reduction of atmospheric carbon emission. National Green Technology Policy 2009. So in 2009, the National Green Technology Policy was released. It acknowledged the value of green technology for development to be achieved. Green technology is the driving force behind accelerating the national economy and fostering sustainable growth. So it can benefit in the form of energy, where it can seek to attain energy independence and promote efficient utilization. In terms of climate, it can conserve and minimize the impact on the environment. In terms of economy, it can enhance the national economic development through the use of technology. And last, for social, it can improve the quality of life for all. The 11th Malaysia Plan 2016 to 2020. It focuses on the well-being and welfare of Malaysians. It is the final step in the path to achieve maximum development in Malaysia towards the realization of Vision 2020. So it has six strategic trust plans. The first one is enhancing inclusiveness towards an equitable society. Second is improving well-being for all. The third one is accelerating human capital development for an advanced nation. The fourth one is pursuing green growth for sustainability and resilience. The fifth is strengthening infrastructure to support economic expansion. And the sixth one is re-engineering economic growth for greater prosperity. Next, we will look into the issues and challenges of energy policy. The first one is direct governmental intervention necessary to drive renewable energy. So, when a government intervenes to the renewable energy, it can enhance the utilization of indigenous renewable energy resources to contribute towards national electricity supply and also a sustainable socio-economic development. Greater corporate responsibility towards sustainable development. So the corporate that are responsible for the sustainable development we're talking here about is unconventional oil and gas department. The third one is emerging competitive use of raw material. Fourth one is access to capital markets for small scale renewable energy project. The fifth one is unattractive renewable energy tariff and financial return. So this is due to high cost of energy generation from renewable sources in terms of investment costs and also the final energy cost. So the next one is promising technologies for meeting sustainable development goals require high cost and investment. So this is also known as a financial barrier. For example, many green projects are implemented with the assistance of grants, where it creates barriers for its development. So the next one is a lack of viable demonstration project. So many energy demo projects are shut down regardless of their technical success. So this is often due to the lack of follow-on support after the projects are completed. Next is the awareness and capacity building among stakeholders still low. Commercialization and economies of scale still far away. So for this, government can extend energy performance contracting EPC to other buildings. Like for industries, they can abolish the special industrial tariff SIT where an industry company has, and also all new government buildings can adapt the energy efficient design. So for example, we can have a green building, which is example in Malaysia. Most of the Malaysian buildings are being implemented green building index. Next, we'll look into the demands of energy policy from comparing the year 1994 to 2014. So, as we know, Malaysia is a developing country. So, as a developing country, the needs of industrial and transport to consume more energy is also right. Hereby, we can see the bar chart where comparing between 1994 and 2014. In the year 2014, for transport, it recorded the highest percentage of consumption of energy, 46.6%, where compared to 1994, which only used about 37.7%. So hereby I said, as a developing country, the usage of cars or any transport materials also increases. In terms of industrial, you can see that in 2014, there's about 25.2% of energy consumption. In 1994, there was 38.8%. For residential and commercial, at 2014, 14.3%, and in 1994, we can see that 11.9%. For agriculture, 2014 has a 2%, and also for 1994, they has like 2.2%. Non-energy use for 2014 is like 11.9%, and in 1994, 9.4%. So this is the statistics of energy consumption in the manufacturing sector. So this table actually shows the usage of energy for between 2010 and also 2010. So from this table, we can see that the most significant consumption rise recorded was for natural gas and electricity for the year 2010 and 2014. And also, we can also see that in 2010, the coal has a 1,716 K2, and in 2014, it has reduced to 1,387 K2. So this reduction shows that alternative use of fuel such as biomass. So this is the references we use for our slides. So thank you.